Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kortiwada. In this video, we will learn about Angular standalone feature which was introduced in Angular 14, and we'll continue this Angular 14 version itself for upcoming videos. So let me quickly jump into Visual Studio Code. If you remember, we have created a video regarding Angular workflow. So how the Angular runs behind the scene. So just I'll make a revision of it. So first it will go into the Angular JSON file, and now it will search for the default configuration, and the default configuration will point to your Angular application, and from there it will go to the ng serve. That means it will go into a serve state, and here it will serve for the dev server. What this dev server will do is it will search for the main.ts as well as index.html. We know that index.html will have a app root, and this app root will be loaded parallelly with my main.ts, where main.ts will be configured with our app module, and this app module will contain our app component, and that app component will contain app root. So this app root, whenever it is loaded, that will be rendered in our html file. So here this is the previous flow till Angular 13, but from Angular 14 there is no dependency for our modules. So if you go into src, we have app, and inside this app we have a app module. Inside the app module we are registering all the components. I have discussed about how to register a app component or any component in a particular module in my previous videos, where we have designed and cleared that by using Angular 12. Now what we are doing is I'm using Angular 14. So Angular 14 has a optional module feature. That means your application can be created without a module. For example, I can delete this module and I can make this application as a standalone application. How to do that? Let me go into main.ts, where this main.ts has app module. So remove this app module dependency and let me comment this code, and later let me add one statement, that is bootstrap application. There is a new bootstrap application which is given by platform browser, which will accept a component name. My component name is app component, and let me save this. So this app component will be pointing directly by bootstrapping this application, but we need to change a few more changes to make this application as a standalone application. If you run this, we'll be getting few issues and we'll try to resolve them. First issue is app component is not registered anywhere. Either we have to import this app component somewhere and inject that bootstrap module, or the second option is from Angular 14 they have provided some more options to your component decorator. The options are something like standalone. So you can use a property standalone where the default value of the standalone is false. For now I'm making it as true, and also every component requires a minimum of one module called as common module. So to make use of that common module, let me use imports of common module. So by using common module you can use ngFor, ngIf, ngClass features. So I'm using this common module and it has been successfully passed. So let me go here and reload the application. You can see, hi, I'm using Angular 14 from your app.component.html file. So this is clear, but let's go in a different way. What are the different types of errors if I am not providing this standalone? So I am commenting this too, and now let me save this. If you see here, I am rerunning this and you are getting some errors in the inspect. If you go to the inspect, you can see the console, the app component is not marked as a standalone. So it is telling you that this is not a standalone component. So you cannot expect that to be linked up with your bootstrap application. So for that sake, we are using a standalone true. And if we are not using common module, it will not give any problem. Why? Because common module will only give us the features regarding ngFor and ngIf. In my HTML, I am not using ngFor and ngIf, so this module is not needed. But by default, whenever you are creating an standalone component by using a command line, then this common module will be imported directly. Let me save this, and now it is running as expected. Now let's learn about how to inject one component into other component using standalone approach. So let me go into the other terminal. Let me create few components. Ng generate child component, and I want to generate a component which is of child. The command whatever we are using in the CLI, it is same, but they have added one more parameter called as standalone hyphen hyphen standalone. Whenever you use this particular option, the component will be created as a standalone component. Let me hit enter. Now this will be creating a component called as child component, which is standalone, that will not registered anywhere. If you see here, it is only creating, it is not searching for the app module or any module to import. It is just creating the all the required files. And let me go here, and if you go to the child one, inside the child one you have a ts file. Even that ts also created in the same way, like app child true, standalone true, and also common module. Now the case is how we are linking our app component with our child component. We are not using any module. Previously, whenever we have used our modules, we use it to link up both of these components in my app module, but now we don't have that case. We are using standalone components. So in that case, whenever you are using a child in your parent, in this case my parent is app component, so you have to import that particular component and inject in your import statement. So child component, I can give the child component here, and I can use this app child, copy and go to your app.component.html, and you can inject this particular component and go to your compilation terminal, and it has been compiled successfully. Go here and you can see child works. Let's see where this child works came from. It should be from appchild.html. Go to the appchild.html, and it shows child works. So that is how it is rendering. In this case we are not using any modules. So that's how the standalone component works in Angular. And from now, whenever we are going with the different types of approaches or different types of concepts, we will see both before Angular 13 and after Angular 13. So from 14 there are some quite changes for our component, and I recommend to use standalone components because in future Angular may support most of the Angular standalone components itself. But as of now, Angular did not deprecated the module structure, so you can use module as well to import, but don't mix both of them. Don't mix your modules with your standalone components. Use either of the one. Either go with the standalone component application or modular application. Whatever it is flexible for you, you can go with that. Hope you like my explanation. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.